So I've gotten a little bit of pushback from people who say I'm being a little bit too harsh on YouTubers like Critical Drinker. I would just forewarn people they want to look at the videos more closely because although they may not be the latest videos, I have taken to task some quote left wing YouTubers like Maggie Mayfish, who, in my opinion, have horrifically distorted the work of Zack Snyder and Stanley Kubrick and others. But it is true, probably my content more recently has been sort of anti right wing. But yes, there are obviously crazy people on the left, though I'd have to be honest, on YouTube, more recently, the right wing crazy people have outnumbered the left wing crazy people. And this one is pretty shockingly crazy. Now, I don't think this woman is a YouTuber. She's on TikTok and she put out this frankly crazy message about Black Panther. We're going to let her speak for herself and I'm going to react.
This message is to all our would-be accomplices and white allies. This message is to all the white people who have BLM in their bio. If you really want to prove to black people that you love us and you care about us and you are down for the cause, do not go see that movie opening weekend. You buy your ticket, you give it to a black person or a black family who can't afford to go. And then you go sit at that theater in front of the doors. You make sure that every black person in that theater can enjoy that movie in peace. You make sure that you use your body to block us from anybody who would be coming in that theater to do us harm. That is your job. You can go see it on another weekend. Go see it on the second or third weekend. But the first weekend, that's for us. To do anything other than this is anti-black.
Well, for those not familiar, let me just address this and then I'll get to her commentary. That with Critical Drinker, I was very severe, thinking he was injecting a lot of sexist, racist, and frankly kind of alt right ideology into his reviews. And I looked at Midsommar as one case study, but he's done it in other places like Prey, where I think he just really didn't even try to review it fairly, but just injected his partisan ideology. And if it's terrible there, it's terrible here too. Because although I don't think this woman is a black supremacist, this is pretty racist. Now, she may be just, quote, a moderate black nationalist, like maybe Critical Drinker is like a moderate right wing crazy person, but it's still pretty crazy stuff. And I honestly don't even know where to begin. The presuppositions here are just so astonishingly crazy and stupid. I don't even know where to get started. So, one, you want white people to pay for the Black Panther tickets and then hand it over to the black people. But you also want the white people to show up at the movie theaters and protect the black people. But if they've given away the tickets, how are they going to do that? They gave away the tickets, so you expect them to buy two tickets. They're going to buy a ticket for the black person or black family, and then they'll buy a ticket for themselves, but they won't actually watch the film. They'll just guard the doors. And you're saying they should stay away for the first weekend. The first weekend should be a black thing. It's a cultural black thing for us only. Well, I'll give her this. I mean, it could have been more wildly crazy and stupid. It seems very racist towards white people, but what about Chinese people or Hispanic people or other non-white people? Do they have to stay away too? What if they are half black? Can they stay for half the movie? I don't know. This just sounds pretty nuts and crazy. People who found this TikTok thing and were criticizing it didn't seem to notice she's really targeting people on, quote, the left. She's not even addressing the right wing people or conservative people. She's really targeting people on the left, that they are not left wing enough. Like, yeah, you got BLM and you say Black Lives Matter, but really, do you really love the black people? I got a test for you. We'll see if you really love the black people. Who are you? Like, did black people just elect you to be the queen and you're going to speak for all the black people? And even among crazy black women, I don't think they all agree with you. Like, is Beyonce going to defer to you? Is Taylor Swift deferring to you? Like, who are you? Where are you getting the authority to make these demands? This is just nuts. This is so laughably crazy. I honestly hope this is just a joke. and this woman is just doing a parody. Because if she's being deadly serious, like, yeah, Black Panther is ours. No, no, it's not. It was made by a Jewish man. And the Black Panther, the film, that's not yours either. It's literally being bankrolled by a white man. It's controlled by a white man. It's directed by a black man, but it is literally controlled and owned by white people. You're not making any sense at all. And the idea of asking people to stay away, especially for opening night, that doesn't make any sense. That would actually be bad for the film. Them making less money from anybody is bad. It would also be bad for black people because maybe next time Kevin Feige's like, well, we didn't make enough money. I can't hire more black people for the next Black Panther because too many white people stayed away. I don't think this woman is like an extreme racist, but there is this kind of racism now among left wing black people and just left wing people. And they try to excuse it as, well, we're just being progressive and forward thinking. No, this is very Hitlerian. This is very fascist. Do I think she's an extreme fascist? No, but this is too fascist for any sane person. And it is this kind of thinking that leads to Italian fascism and German fascism. And that's just not good. To say it's this, well, it's black fascism now. That's still bad. That's not good. If Drinker has been doing too many dog whistles to the alt right, this is like the same thing, but to the alt left. Now, I think most of the alt left is a hoax, but there are some people who are genuinely that crazy on the left. There are not too many people, but there are some of them, and I think they should be called out when they're spreading their craziness. But this is so nuts and crazy, it's not going to go anywhere, but it is worth mocking because it is so ridiculously funny. I can't believe somebody really put this out there thinking, I'm going to get a lot of support for this. No, no, I don't think you're going to get support from almost anybody for this. This is just too stupid for words.